How's it going, boys and girls? I'm back! Sorry if I haven't been around uploading for you guys because I was busy moving into a new home and I have to work at Amazon and then I killed a lot of chicken. You know, life is pretty busy for me, okay? Now that I'm settled down a little bit, let's continue grinding Roblox Studio. In this video, we will talk about how player gets added into the game and how leader stats gets added once you're in the game. Just to clarify, if you don't know what a leader stat is, it is this portion of the game that you frequently see with all the coins, level, and stuff. So the idea is very simple. I'm going to show you what we will be doing in drawings first, so you can understand what is happening, and then we will code it inside of Studio to make it all happen. Sounds good? Okay, so here is my amazing drawings of how the game works. Laugh all you want, you know that this is epic. What we have here is the player, and here is the game servers. So the first thing that happens when you enter a game, Roblox server will respond first, almost like going into a restaurant. From there, you will be placed into the player service list. This player service is very important for game developer because this list tells you how many people are inside your game. Once you are placed inside of this player service, we can then create a leader stats that keep track of coins, and then we'll place that into the player. So when you run the game, you will see a scoreboard up here like this, and it is simple as that. Let's see how this is all coded. The first thing to do is to create a server script inside of the server script service because we want to tell the servers how to add leader stats onto the player. Inside of this script, this is what we're going to write. game.Players player added connect function player end. So let me explain a little what this does. Game.Players is the player service that I mentioned earlier. It is a list of players that are inside of the game. We want the player list to respond every time a player gets added onto the list. So we use the player added events for the player service to keep track of all these people that are joining the game. Every time this event is triggered, the response we get is this function over here. Right now it does nothing because we didn't write anything. Now before we continue, make sure that the PLR parameters here, this means player, because this is how we know which players were added. So now when you join the game, this player added event will get triggered and it will automatically run this function. Make sense? Alright, let's move on. To finish off the script, we will fill in the details about the leader stats. For those of you who don't know Studio very well, leader stat is just a folder inside your character. There's nothing fancy about it. So we're going to create this folder and we're going to put it inside this character. And this is what we're going to be writing. Logos leader stats equals instance new dot folder. This is going to create the folder. And then I rename this folder to leader stats. And when you are naming this folder, make sure that the leader stats is in lowercase and not uppercase. If you type leader stats with a capital L like this, it won't work because Roblox is set up to look for the keyword leader stats with a lowercase l, so it knows that this folder is for leader stats. And then finally, we put the leader stats into the player. So now that we got the folder inside of the player, that is still not enough to get the leaderboard set up. What we need to do now is to create a number value to hold all the coins. So we're going to create local coins equals instance.new int value. This is going to hold all the coins. And then we rename it to coins. And then we're going to put the coins inside of the folder leader stats. And that's all there is to it. So if you look at the entire script now, it should read like this. Every time a player gets added onto the players list, give them a leader stats folder with coins inside of it. Now run the game and you should see the leader stats board on the upper right corner tracking the coins. So I hope this all kind of makes sense to you. If you're confused about it, join the Carrot Club Discord server or leave a comment below with your questions and I'll do my best to answer all of them for you. Again, thank you boys and girls for watching and I'll see you in the next video in game or at the Carrot Club. Take care everybody.